Season 3, y'all, and I'm hype as fuck to talk about this, but honestly, how much more strange can this show get? I mean, like, what else can they do? Like, add Doctor Strange to this shit? That won't work, because, you know, Marvel dumped Netflix. They don't like them no more. Or maybe you can get Tech 9 from Strange Music with a feature. That won't make sense, because the time periods are fucked up. I don't know. Stranger Danger? I don't fuck it. Just get more egos. Fuck it. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews TV Data Netflix Pick. We got a series review today. We're going to talk about the brand new season of one of my favorite series of all time. Not just Netflix. This shit is fucking fire. It's like, this show is... How can you not like this fucking show? Honestly, how can you not? But you know what? They back again for the third time. I was waiting for it. I was hyped. I sent my 4th of July all around this shit. Not really. I set off some shit. I set off some bottle rockets and some Roman candles and maybe a half stick of dynamite. And you ain't hear that last part because that's kind of illegal in Georgia, I think. I don't fucking know. These niggas are back. They dropped some new shit. Getting strange once again in this thing. Talking about the new season of one of the dopest shows of all time. I'm saying it. Talking about Stranger Things 3. Third time, y'all. Hat trick on that motherfucker. I can't wait. For those who don't know, Stranger Things is a dope-ass series that started on Netflix. I think it was what? It's 2019? I think it started in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And like when it first dropped, it was something completely different. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was some strange shit, but it was fucking good as fuck. And as the years went on, the show just got better and better. And now we are here with the 3rd season. And I just cannot wait to talk about that shit. And if you've never seen Stranger Things, I'm not going to sit there and explain the shit to you because honestly, I fucking can't. It's like, just watch the shit, nigga. Like, you late to the party anyway, nigga. Get there. Get there and celebrate this shit because it's here and we ready. So now let's see if Stranger Things 3 is just as dope as Stranger Things 1 and 2, or if sometimes you go a little too far. Maybe you shouldn't have centered it around the 4th of July and all that Independence Day shit. Maybe you should have, like, left that to Will Smith because he had it locked down for decades. Now y'all coming around trying to change it up. I mean, do what you got to do it, but sometimes it don't work out, sometimes it do, but we gonna see. Let's talk about the shit. So season 3 picks up a few months after the events of what happened in season 2. If you didn't see season 2, I'm not going to say everything, but basically Elle or 11 now, her name is Elle now. She got a real name. It ain't 11. But 11 saved the day. She saved the world again. She closed the portal to the upside down that the Mind Flayer was trying to get through. Will is okay now. He's not like possessed no more. He's living good. Some new chick named Maxine showed up, and I think Lucas got her. He cuffed it up. This new nigga named Billy there. He an asshole. And a whole bunch of other shit. Watch it. Just watch it. I'm just trying to give y'all the cliff notes real quick. So now we are at this point, and at this point, they're teenagers now. Well, they were in that teenage phase, but I'm guessing now they're officially teenagers. Maybe it was a year down the line. I don't fucking know. But point is this, they old as fuck now. They grown. And now Elle and Mike are officially a couple. They linked up, they kissing, they making out all day. I'm pretty sure they gonna smash at some point. They're a little young. It's only the 80s, but I'm saying it might happen. You never know. You never know. She might throw it on them. She don't know better, but she do. Point is this, they together as well as Lucas and Maxine. Yeah, Max, she got with Lucas. They together too. So Lucas locked one down. Mike locked one down. Dustin is off in camp, but he locked one down in camp. Will still try to play Dungeons and Dragons. He late to the party. He ain't trying to get the cheeks yet. I think maybe because he was possessed most of the seasons, he's trying to play catch up with the childhood shit. But yeah, Will's not getting none right now. It's okay. I believe in you, Will. One day you will. Maybe. Not. It's okay. But basically, they're just going through regular teenage shit. And at this point, it's been pretty peaceful. Nothing's really been happening. They've been living good. They've been doing their damn thing. Elle's living with Hopper now. He adopted her. So, like, he's doing the whole dad role as best as he could. But he's also, drinking all the time. And he still lives in that dirty ass cabin. They could get a house. Shit, get a real fucking house. You got a kid now. Come on, son. And also, Joyce, Joyce is doing okay, kinda, even though Bob died. Sorry, y'all, if y'all ain't know that, but corny ass dude, Bob, he was cool, but he was corny. He died, and she's still dealing with that shit. Also, Jonathan, who was Will's brother, and Nancy, who is, I believe, Mike's sister, yeah, they're still together doing their thing. And I mean, it's a lot of just pretty much everybody's just trying to live a normal life as possible. But here's the thing. Here's where things get kind of crazy. There is some motherfuckers out in Russia who found the portal to the upside down, or found a separate portal, and they're trying to open that shit again. Why, nigga? Like, don't you know what happened? They probably don't know what the fuck happened the first time, but they're trying to open the portal up again. And as they're trying to open the portal, that brings more shit back that we shouldn't want to see back, especially the kids from Hawkins. Like Elle don't want to see that shit again, or Mike, or Lucas, or Dustin, or none of them motherfuckers. But things start popping up again. The Mind Flayer may be coming back for the running back. I mean, or he may have never left. You never know. If you saw the end of season 2, he was still watching. He was like, yo, y'all niggas want to sit here and go to the dance and shit. I'm still around, nigga. Round 2. So it seems like it's gonna happen, but it seems like this Russian government agency is trying to open the gate for some godforsaken reason, and they're trying everything they can to the point where they actually go out to Hawkins and disguise a shopping mall as their base to still open this goddamn shit up, because they know that's where the fucking source and that's where the shit really went down. And that's all I'm gonna say for now, because I don't want to spoil too much. I had to kind of give that out to kind of give the general purpose, but basically in a nutshell, Hawkins is fucked up once again. These Russian motherfuckers are trying to open up the gate. At the same time, they're trying to stop whatever's already outside of the gate. A lot of similar shit that happened in the first and second season are starting to happen again. Elle's got to be the hero once again, while still dealing with relationship issues with Mike, because, you know, they're teenagers and they have their problems and stuff like that, as well as just them getting used to just trying to adjust to teenage and regular life while still dealing with this bullshit that's going on. But it's not just the kids. Joyce and Hopper kind of have this weird relationship that's been kind of like this weird tension that's been going on, even building up in season 2. It kind of builds up even more, especially with Bob being dead. I mean, Hopper's trying to be that rebound dude, but Joyce kind of ain't with it because she's still like grieving over Bob. So it's this weird dynamic that they have where they kind of like each other, but they act like they don't. And it goes on throughout the entire season, as well as Billy. Billy in the last season, he was established as this asshole character, and you really didn't know too much about him, but in season 3 his character really gets more detailed, and you really kind of figure out why he is the way he is, as well as him just being a very impactful individual in this entire season. He really just like sets the tone of what's going to happen throughout the entire rest of the season, and it's not even in his control. It just kind of happens to his ass. So that's how it is with him, and you kind of really just see more about Billy and who he was, his backstory, as well as who he is right now and how he ended up where he's at. You also get to see the introduction of new characters like Robin, who is working with Steve Harrington, who is like the Steve Harrington. You know who Steve is, like the motherfucker who thought he was cool as fuck, but he really ain't. But he's working with Robin as well as Dustin to kind of help out with some shit that's going on with the Russians and shit. Meanwhile, while everybody else is trying to figure out the whole Mind Flayer bullshit. And you even get to see new characters kind of develop into their own as the series goes, and it's really, really dope to see. And there's really nothing that I can say that I really disliked about this season, other than the fact that there was one tiny thing that really kind of like I noticed that kind of irked me, because I was like, that's pretty unrealistic in my opinion. But the fact that like they have this nick of time scenario that happens all the time throughout the series, where it's like somebody's about to die or get seriously hurt, or like some shit's gonna happen that's gonna change the whole landscape of the show, but just in the nick of time, somebody shows up and stops it, or shows up and saves the day, or whatever it is. And it just happens very, very often in this series, to the point where I'm like, okay, like y'all can fuck up once. Like somebody could be like 20 seconds late to the party for some shit. Like just give me some realism on that shit. But that's the only thing, and it's not a deal breaker, but I did realize that, and maybe they did that in the first and second season, but for some reason in season 3 I really picked up on that shit. But that's it. But everything else I thoroughly enjoyed with this, and they even teased a season 4. I'm not gonna see, I don't want to spoil everything, y'all, and spoil a little bit, but some major shit goes down during the last couple episodes, and they tease a season 4. So like I just can't wait to see what they do with season 4. We want more, give us season 4, but that's what it is. But Stranger Things 3 definitely lives up to the first and second seasons. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Stranger Things 3 is a dope ass addition to a dope ass fucking show. They're 3 for 3, the hat trick has been made. All I'm saying is that the character development on here is great. We already were invested in all these characters, but just seeing them grown more into teenagers, and they're going into this next phase of life while still dealing with all this shit that they dealt with years ago with the Upside Down. It's just really cool to see their dynamic and how they interact with each other at this point and in this stage of their life, which is really cool, as well as the introduction of new characters, the development of characters who were introduced in season 2 that we kind of find out more about, and just the general story with the whole Russians coming in, trying to open up the gate, as well as them still trying to deal with the Upside Down and the Mind Flayer, who may have never really left in the first place, or maybe he came back, we really don't know, as well as just everything that happens after the fact and what's going to be on the horizon for the rest of Stranger Things. So I'm just looking forward to what they're going to do next. The Duffer Brothers got it again. I heard this fucking series was like the fastest watched series. They making paper over at Netflix. Netflix is stupid to not do another season. They're going to run this shit as far as they can, and I don't blame them, but this shit is fucking fire. So all I got to say is that for me, Stranger Things 3 is 100% Granddad approved. Definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. I know I'm a little late to it. It came out like a couple weeks ago, but shit, I had to do this review. I did the first 2 seasons. I couldn't let season 3 go, and this one is on point. It's fire. Definitely check it out. Everybody who was on the show, Keep it up. You're doing your damn thing. You got a fan for life in me, and let's just see what you do with season 4. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up or drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Stranger Things 3 if you've seen it. If you have not seen it, like I said, it is dope as hell. Just as good as the first 2 seasons. Loving everything that's going with the character development, and I just can't wait to see what they do with season 4. I may have spoiled some shit here and there, but at the same time, I didn't say a lot of super vital shit, so you're still going to enjoy it. But just know the shit is fucking good, and that's all you need to really fucking know. Previous videos on Size was my latest single. Check that out, show us some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram, links in the description below, and subscribe. Button on the screen, button below, Woolly Reviews twice a week, as well as the Dead End Gaming shit. Check that shit out. We're throwing new content on that channel, so make sure you subscribe to that shit. Also, new album, Kano Dada, Experiment 7, coming out next week, 7/26. It's dropping. Make sure you look out and you cop that shit. Support your boy, because it's going to be that fire. And I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, Granddad, Stranger Things 3, just as fire as the first 2. Like 11, you killing it. Mike, you getting it. Lucas, you doing your thing. Dustin, you know, you keep being smart. Will, you gonna get one. Hopefully, like season 4. Just lock it down. You can, anybody, it don't matter. I know it's Slim Pickens and Hawkins. Just find somebody somewhere. Pray for Will. Pray for Will, y'all. I'm out of here.